The worst hurricane in Houston history ever. Natural disaster Hurricane Harvey 2017. Can you picture a hurricane so powerful that Houston lies in its path of wrath and destruction? Prepare to be shocked as we tell the story of Hurricane Harvey, the deadliest natural disaster to ever hit Houston. What was the impact of this horrific natural event on people's lives, and how did it change the definition of resilience? In South Texas, it's not a matter of if, but when a major hurricane will hit. On August 3, 1970, that hurricane was the last, and the when was August 25th, 2017, that Harvey hit the middle Texas coast. Harvey went from a tropical depression to a major hurricane in 40 hours. Harvey entered the warm Gulf of Mexico after hitting the Yucatan Peninsula earlier in the month as a tropical storm. On August 13, 2017, a tropical wave off the west coast of Africa collided with a large low-pressure region near the Cabo Verde Islands to form Harvey. The wave and low-pressure region first threatened the Lesser Antilles with a west-northwest trajectory. However, this low continued westward over the Atlantic Ocean toward the East Caribbean Sea. Harvey was disorganized for several days on its westward route, and it was unclear if it would become a tropical storm. The National Hurricane Center issued advisories and projections for Tropical Cyclone 9 and Tropical Storm Harvey. Tropical Storm Harvey hit the Windward Islands and entered the Eastern Caribbean Sea as a small tropical storm and a tropical wave. The remnants of Harvey arrived on the Yucatan Peninsula but failed to create a tropical storm. The National Hurricane Center, or NHC, believed Harvey's remnants would develop into a tropical cyclone due to warm seas in the Bay of Campeche and the western Gulf of Mexico. The NHC initially predicted Harvey would become a powerful tropical storm and Category 1 hurricane, with the most likely site near Rockport. Tropical Storm Harvey intensified quickly as wind shear in the western Gulf of Mexico decreased. Harvey was expected to hit the Texas coast as a hurricane. Harvey's impact on the middle and upper Texas coast seemed certain and disastrous. Harvey was projected to become a hurricane, strengthen, and make landfall as a major hurricane. Worse, the storm was expected to stall over South or Southeast Texas for days after moving inland. Thus, Major Hurricane Harvey was expected to deliver damaging winds and tremendous rainfall, causing unprecedented flooding east of the center of circulation. South Texas monitoring sites with wind speed instrumentation were disabled before recording the maximum winds. Thus, South Texas wind speeds, especially along the coast and Harvey's eye wall, may be underestimated. The eye of Harvey made landfall 30 miles northeast of Corpus Christi. However, powerful and damaging wind gusts were experienced away from the center of circulation at the Corpus Christi International Airport and elsewhere. Before closing, Corpus Christi International Airport reported a 63-mile-per-hour gust. Victoria's RAWS recorded an 83-mile-per-hour gust. Doppler radar recorded wind gusts of 70 miles per hour or more near Corpus Christi, barely a few hundred feet off the surface. Harvey's eye wall impacted Rockport and Fulton. Roofs and walls fell, destroying several Rockport and Fulton buildings. Water and electricity failed. Infrastructure collapsed. Port Lavaca, Quapano Village, Aransas Pass, Port Aransas, and Ingleside also suffered major structural damage. Tens of thousands of South Texas families and businesses have been without electricity for days due to the storm, and structural damage was rare in Corpus Christi. However, trees, fences, and electrical poles were toppled or damaged. Hurricanes and tropical storms also caused torrential rainfall and flash flooding. Unfortunately, Harvey was unusual. Harvey stalled over South and Southeast Texas for days, causing fatal flash and river flooding. Southeast Texas received over 40 inches of rain in less than 48 hours. Cedar Bayou, near Houston, set a North American record with 51.88 inches of rain. Harvey caused severe rainfall and flash flooding in eastern South Texas, and as severe tropical rains hit the coastal bend and Victoria Crossroads, several flash flood warnings were issued. The eastern portion of South Texas received 3 or more inches of rain, while the west received less. Much of Victoria County and parts of Calhoun and Aransas counties received 3 or more inches of rainfall as Harvey moved north. Harvey made its last impact in Cameron, Louisiana after causing substantial damage to South Texas and catastrophic, historical, devastating, and fatal flooding over southeast Texas. The final landfall brought further severe rain and floods to the northern Gulf states. Many South Texas residents will struggle to recover from Harvey, this rare tropical cyclone.